All right, folks. So it's not the usual poker, but it is still dealing with money, finance. Now, I am not an expert. I'm just sharing my experience because I was one of these people that came to YouTube to try to find answers, and YouTube was not helpful at all. Eventually, months later, I did find some help through another person. And it's out of all these thousands and hundreds and thousands of videos, there's only one guy that was able to go ahead and debunk that and help with an answer. But I sort of already had an answer. I was just unsure. And I'll tell you guys why. And what this is about is a lot of people, a lot of companies like Forbes, NerdWallet, I think that's the name of it. I believe that's the name of it. They're telling people, Capital One only allows you to have 2 of their, cards at once when it comes to their personal cards. And that is not true. It is not true at all. I don't know how that started, why it started, but it's not true. The first time I had them, I had a secured card, secured platinum. I had another platinum, and then I had, on top of that, a Quicksilver card. Long story short, all of those were closed out. I got in an argument with the manager. The manager didn't like that I was challenging their information, and they closed my account out. Months later, with no answers, even years later, I'm still waiting for callbacks. I figured it out on my own because I would get pre-approval. And this is not like just general pre-qualifications. This is pre-approvals with my name on it, coming to my email. So I would go ahead, I would sign up. I was like, okay, I guess they want me back. They're, whatever, they fixed this. So I sign up, and it happened twice. It would have happened 3 times, but I learned my lesson by that second time. But they would send me this information, I would be pre-approved, and then I'll get the pre-approval email with, how much I'm getting and my interest rate, so forth and so on. And all of a sudden, when it comes for me waiting in the mail, a month later, I call and they say, oh, we canceled it. So I threatened to sue. I did a whole bunch of stuff I shouldn't have had to do. And so they finally stopped doing that, and they just left me alone. And for some reason, months later, so we're coming up, or more than months later, maybe more like a year and some months later, I get a pre-approval, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll be suing. But, I was like, you know what, let me just try. So I went ahead and I filled it out. This is October of 2022, and I get approved. Now, it's not for my usual, few thousand that I would normally get, but it is a credit card. So I go ahead and I accept the credit card. What the credit card it is this Quicksilver One here you see. So you see the Quicksilver One minus the 11 cents. That's the one that I got in October of 2022. Now, a few months later, I'm checking to see, if I can get an upgrade. There's no upgrades available. I tried for a credit limit increase. No credit limit increase at all. So I was like, all right, let me just see if I pre-qualify. So I pre-qualify for a bunch of cards, and I go ahead and choose the platinum. I can't remember why, but I choose the platinum. And so they gave me the platinum card. It was way less than 6 months. So I got it. And so comes 2 months later, or a month later, sometime January, I think it was February or March, under my expedient, I get an offer for the Walmart/CapitalOne card. Now it's not the store card where it's just a Walmart store card. This is an actual credit card I can use everywhere, but I just get more rewards at Walmart. So I go ahead, I apply for that, and I get it. I'm like, okay. So now, more current, today is May 4th, 2023. It was May 2nd, 2023, I went ahead and signed up for the Saver card. The reason I did that is because under my Credit Karma it showed that it was available to me. So I went ahead and just went straight to Capital One site. I got pre-approved. I got pre-approved for one of the venture cards. It was a good card. I got pre-qualified for another Quicksilver, regular Quicksilver for, I think it's called Excellent Credit, the one under the Excellent Credit. And I got the Saver 1, which is weird. I don't know why it wasn't the regular Saver. But whatever. So I went ahead and picked this one because I like the 3% in the grocery stores. So I go ahead, I sign up for that one, and I get it. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you again is because a lot of people and a lot of sites are saying you can't have more than two personal credit cards with Capital One. I'm here to show you and tell you that that's a lie. And I'm also here to tell you that I don't. Now again, I could just be a whole different type of story, different type of. I mean, I know not everybody's credit is the same. Not everything is the same when it comes to finance for people. But since October of last year, I went on a freaking credit card spree, and I have gotten 10 credit cards within 8 months. So since October of 2022. And I hear a lot of people saying, oh, that's a bad idea to get all these credit cards and it's going to hurt you. To be honest, it has not hurt me. I seen one of my credit scores just jump dramatically, but most of the other ones just sort of remain almost, not, I wouldn't say even, it is jumping up a little, a little more and more, but it's not like huge jumps, but it's not huge, and dramatic decreases as well. So that's just two things I want to, sort of help debunk. And I do have screenshots because I was going to make a great detailed video, and I still might do that and share it. The 10 credit cards, one of them it's not a credit card. One of them isn't a credit card. It's actually a charge card. And it's American Express. I did have another American Express card for the longest, and I closed it, but I just came back to American Express because I just couldn't go without them. Because I love them. It was a personal credit card. I still had a business credit card. So there you have it. You can have more than 2 Capital One credit cards, 2 Capital One personal credit cards. I'm here to tell you there's one other video on YouTube where a guy debunks it. He shows it, and I'll go back. I'll look for his video and I'll tag it to mine, so you guys will have that information. Just make sure. All I gotta say is just make sure your credit is is on point, or what you're applying for is on par with your credit. So you have good credit, go for a good credit, a credit card with status of, for people with good credit. If you have fair credit, don't try to go apply for a credit card for excellent credit or good credit. Go for something fair. I'm not saying you're going to get it, but you have a better chance of getting that than trying to, go above and beyond. So there you guys have it. I'll probably load that screenshot of the Walmart card so you guys can actually see, it's full. I actually have 4 Capital One credit cards within 8 months, and it has not hurt my credit.